Well, we've had a power failure. We've done well to get on air. They've increased security here. We've gone from one person to 3 layers, I kid you not, and we have the slowest lift in the known universe. Now, as I welcome Mark Howard, I'm led to believe a premiership captain may have gone with a 3-card trick trying to bluff his way into the security here.
Well, Schwatta, I rolled up and they said to me, no, sorry, the scanner's not working, you can't come in. And behind me, Duck walked in and they said, you can't come in. You know what he said?
What?
Don't you know who I am?
Oh, no.
Straight in.
The 7-time All-Australian. Welcome, Duck.
You know that's a lie.
I'm back at Howie.
You know that's a lie, but we just saw Mick Malthouse and Richo walk up the stairs. Now, Howie and I, that's a bit of a lie. Howie and I did get checked 3 times, but being the professionals, we had our security cards on us, so they checked the photo, which mine was taken a few years ago. I had a little bit more hair, so she wasn't going to let me in. She said, that's not you. And I said, it is me. I just had more hair back then.
That's when he said, don't you know who I am?
and then Richo and the great Mick Malthouse actually had a little bit of trouble getting into the ground, and Howie took that story off Richo because it was Richo that the security didn't know who was, and Richo said, I don't care whether you know who I am, just let me in, I've got a job to do.
Well, it's a bit ironic, Duck, that you say that that's an out-and-out lie, because the Cats are unfurling their flag, and we both heard it, Howie. Who did Duck say the Cats had here to unfurl the flag today?
Joe Montana. And I had to ring down to check, and I rang the Geelong boys. I said, now, is it true you've got Joe Montana? And they said, mate, what have you been smoking this morning, Howie? So I don't think Joe has come to Geelong.
No, I just thought I'd trick you.
You reckon the power's going to stay on all day here, Schwatta? We could have a story here, the siren, they've got a cowbell or something. Well, there it goes now. They're just testing it. But there has been power blockages, and part of the reason we were queuing to scan in is the scanners were broken. They were worried about getting people into the ground. So the ground's actually just open now. And what are we, an hour or so from game time?
I would have thought, Stevo, that they'd have some sort of contingency, but it was very clear when we were parked out the front without a chance of getting in that there wasn't too much of a contingency. And I would have thought with a redeveloped, beautiful stand here on the... what side are we on? We're on the right-hand side of the stadium. That we actually spend a little bit of money...
Colac end.
...on a lift. But that's got to be the slowest lift in the known universe, Howie.
Listen, Geelong's a lovely place.
Well,
great place to come watch. It's not my home
Haven't
town.
you heard of stairs? We're not that far up. Just jump up the stairs, Schwatta. Don't be so...
Says Duck that normally gets chauffeured everywhere.
Don't you know
He's
who
on a
I am?
roll today. As we welcome Billie Smetts. Welcome, Billy.
No worries, boys. Thanks for having me.
Tell me, we did an interview with Stevie Johnson, a few weeks ago. He's a big fan of yours. Tells us that you're highly skilled, really looking forward to you getting out on the park. Is he a guy that you follow and would like to emulate? Because he's fairly handy himself, the lad.
Yeah, well, he is. Stevie's a great bloke, and he's been nothing but good to me since I walked in the club. And yeah, funny story. In my first game, he actually came up to me and said, "Look, Billy, don't worry if you play a shocking game. Like, at least you got front row tickets to the Stevie Johnson show." So, and he said, if you're ever in any doubt out there, just kick it to me and I'll make you look good.
Just to change to the Bombers, if they were going to a grand final next week and you had your choice between Michael Hurley and Stewie Cramery to win the game of footy this season, who would you take?
Oh, I like Hurley. I really I like Michael Hurley. I think he's a beauty. Why are you going like that?
I just think
what's with the duck into the head?
I think Cramery's got him covered at the moment. I think that's the easy way out to say Hurley, because Cramery is underrated. I think he's a fantastic player.
I'm underrating him, and I'm saying Hurley. This is the duck shoot, and there's my shot.
For the benefit of the listeners, Howie, Duck was sitting when that question was posed. How is he right now to answer that?
Standing, chest out. If you had any hair on his arms, he'd be bristling, but he doesn't. And Stevo's in about the 3rd row.
He's in fetal position.